Hey, all you pioneers out there, this is Shawn with Pioneer Survival Company. Today, we're going to look at some sleepwear. Yeah. All right, guys. So, we set up this bivy system, and I've been trying to do some lightweight, well, fairly lightweight modular camping system so that I can just hike into an area, set it up real quick, do some camping. If I need to tear down and move camp real quick, I can do that. Originally, what I wanted to do today was give you guys I'm on a snug pack kick right now. So I've got the snug pack base ops pad. This is the half size one. I've got a snug pack pillow, and I've got the snug pack Thermalon sleeping bag liner. I was going to do a video of the snug pack jungle blanket, but we're actually going to do a review of the DD Jura 2 sleeping bag. And the reason for this is the jungle blanket it's rated down to a maximum of 45 degrees. And when I was looking at the weather before I came out on this camping trip, I saw it was supposed to get down to the low 30s. And let's face it, Shawn doesn't like to get cold, so I decided to nix that one. I'll do that video later, and I wanted to stay warm. So we're going to do the Jura 2, which is also a very fascinating sleeping bag. So the way I got my setup is, I got my tarp here. That just kind of helps to reduce any of the dew if it rains, just kind of give me a little extra protection. This Stratosphere bivy is already waterproof, so I've got double protection right there. And I've got a ground pad underneath that. So, you know, that helps with, you know, keeping me warm at night. So now, what's next? Obviously the sleep system. So first I want to show you, this is the DD Jura 2 sleeping bag. This is the extra large size. It comes in at roughly about 6 feet 5 inches, which is, I'm 6'3", so this is perfect size for me. They do have a regular size one, which is a little bit shorter if you're a shorter person. Now, this thing isn't exactly lightweight. That's why I normally would be carrying the jungle blanket. This comes in at about 4 pounds, I think. But the great thing about it is it's rated for 23 degrees. This sleeping bag was actually designed for hammock camping, but it's so versatile, I can also use it on the ground. But this is a very unique sleeping bag. It's got some very awesome qualities about it, which is why I love it so much, that I'm gonna go over with you right now. So the first thing I want to discuss is the end of the sleeping bag. It has a nice, it's a mummy-shaped sleeping bag, but it has a really nice, it has a footbox built into it. And the cool thing about this is, the extra large one here can go up to a size 13 shoe. So if you want to crawl in with your shoes on, this thing's going to protect your bag. It's going to keep you from getting, you know, the rest of your bag all dirty. You can actually just crawl in with shoes, like I said. But the other thing is the end of this is waterproof. So if you're in a hammock, or if you're even just laying on the ground, you can actually crawl out of your hammock, you know, just slide out with both your feet still in the sleeping bag, and stand up, you know, do your duty if you have to, you know, do your wee-wee, and, you know, go back to bed. So, I mean, I think that is awesome. The other thing that's really sweet about this bag, instead of having a side zip, it has a top zip. So, you know, when you're in a hammock and you're laying down in there, you're always kind of struggling to find that sweet spot to like zip it up, and then you're rolling around. With this zipping on the top, you just get in, grab your zipper, pull it up. But it's equally as nice for when you're sleeping in, say, like this bivy right here, because I can crawl inside of it, just do a quick zip up. My hands are free. I'm not struggling, you know, cramped up, trying to get my side arm to like grab a zipper and get it up. It's pretty cool. The entire thing is made out of a ripstop fabric, so it's durable. It's not going to get snagged or torn up easily. And the other thing that I like about it is that it's also water repellent. So, you know, light mist or something gets on it, it's not going to get all soaked. It's got a pretty good insulation. This thing is rated to go down to 23 degrees. So I was actually camping in this thing last night. It got down into the 30s. And I mean, I was super comfortable. So like I'm using a Thermarest Ridge Rest pad. That thing has an R rating of 2.1. The R ratings are basically what determines you know, how good it's going to keep you warm at night. So that's one of their more aggressive pads. As far as the foam pads, they have better blow up ones. But you know, with that coupled with a 23 degree bag, I was feeling real good. So what I like to do, just get that unzipped, take my foot box, shove it down in there, kind of center everything up. It's got a nice oversized hood design. This thing zips all the way up. It's got a little Velcro tab right there where I can close it around my neck. It's got 2 toggles where I can cinch this mummy bag real close to my shoulders and neck if I want to, and really just you know, get it in there and get it you know, get it real close to my body if, you know, if it's colder and I really want to like block out some of the air. Now the other thing that I like to do, oh, another feature I forgot to mention, it's got pockets inside of it, so if you want to put your cell phone in, especially in those colder temperatures, you know, your cell phone starts getting all wonky when it gets cold, you can sleep with your cell phone at night, throw a wallet or something in there, just keep your valuables close. So this is a real quality sleeping bag. I love it. I've probably had this one for about 3 years. I've tested it on ground, I've tested it in hammocks, I've tested in just about all weather conditions. It can be a little warm on a hot summer day, so I'd probably go with something like an overquilt or something, or like something like the Snug Pack Jungle Blanket, something like that in the heat. But I mean, this has been pretty good for me, you know, fall, spring, those winters when it's not really getting down to crazy temperatures. So that's great. Once again, disclaimer, we're not endorsed or anything by the company. We simply buy all of our gear and test it out just to let you guys know what's working well. I'm getting killed by mosquitoes out here. So if you have any questions or anything, feel free to see us over at pioneersurvivalcompany.com. Follow us on our social media at Facebook and Instagram at Pioneer Survival Company. And I'd like to thank you for watching. And once again, journey past your limits.